Let's see how they like it.
Oh, don't. You'll only make things worse.
Having fun, are we?
You might like living like pigs, but we don't.
Pigs got a bad reputation. They're actually very clean animals.
Oh, come on, Rose. Look at the state of the place.
Worried about house prices?
You couldn't care less, could you?
This is your final warning, Rose. Next time I will call the police. Imagine trying to sell your house with them next door.
This breakfast club idea seems to be working now.
Do you think anyone on there should still got the same clothes on? I could give you a spray of my perfume if you like.
No, thanks.
Ryan, Mr. Lawson.
I'll be 2 minutes, Janice. I'm just popping to the office.
Max, it's me. Supposed to be helping the supervisor. Better get in here now. Right, pick that up. Okay. Right, who threw that? Get out, you bad. What? I haven't chucked anything.
Oh, it wasn't even us, Janice. I swear it was them.
It was them. You?
Our supply is stuck in traffic and I need someone to cover the first half of his lesson 1. So, who... Right. Grantley, I believe that you have some time free.
I have, actually, but it's my PPA time. Staff cannot be redirected to undertake any other duties, including cover for absent colleagues.
Right.
I'll do it.
We were that enthusiastic once.
Enthusiastic, yes. Brown noser never.
Thank you very much, Davina. The problem is it's Year 11 PSHE group.
Well, I've got to learn sometime. Experience and all that.
Okay. Right, well, I'll get Eddie to sort of watch over you. Listen, the supply teacher's here for about 3 weeks, and I believe he's quite a character, so, how about you follow him for the day and just see how he deals with new classes?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Good, his name's Macca Lacey, and I believe he's from New Zealand.
The lawyer! Now outside now! Out!
I thought you were supposed to be doing the cover sheet today.
Yes, sorry.
Excuse me? That breakfast club is like World War Flaming 3. Come on.
No prizes for guessing who's helping Mel with her extracurricular activities. You had that shirt on yesterday, dirty stuff out. Oh, come on, you could at least pretend to be interested.
Some of us have more pressing things on our minds than staff room tittle-tattle stuff.
Fleur's still giving you earache.
I'm convinced that... Walk! Something's going on.
Oh, don't be so daft. Fleur hasn't got a man. She's got you. Grantley, can I give you a friendly word of advice? Nobody in their right mind wants to see that thing staring back at them. It makes you look like somebody off Britain's Most Wanted. Just have a quiet word with her. Put her mind at rest.
Tom, we need to talk to you.
Would a front seat you down, love? Can it wait?
Well, it's just... Me and Donnie reckon it's time that we had our own place.
Because of the Kellys?
Well, we had to go sooner or later.
Yeah, I give them a satisfaction. What?
We want to sell the house.
Have you thought about this?
We'll let you have first bid on buying us out, like. That's if you want.
Yeah, well, there's no rush, is there? I mean, it's not exactly the best time to sell, is it?
Oh, we'll talk about it later, yeah? I just wanted to let you know as soon as we decided.
Tom, did Maxine behave last night? Hello? She stayed at yours last night?
No, she didn't.
Yeah, her and Chloe had a study over.
No, I was round at the Kellys this morning. She was there with Earl.
She stayed at the Kellys?
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I know most of this lot, so
Well, you know where I am.
thanks. Come on, settle down. Right, let's make a start. All blondes are bimbos.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, and our boxers are stupid too, right?
Today's lesson is going to be about exploring stereotypes. Understanding what stereotyping is and how this influences our own behaviour.
Maxine? Have a good night at Chloe's.
It was all right.
I know you were with him. I thought we had an agreement.
We didn't do anything, I swear. I just crashed there.
Maxine, I know what teenage boys are like. They're not fussy about where they get it.
Well, he's not getting it from me.
And what did Rose have to say about you staying over?
It was her idea. She reckons I can stay whenever I like.
Is that right?
I can take care of myself, Steph.
Hi, Mark Lacey. You must be Rachel. What a journey. 2 hours to travel 20 miles.
Really? Actually, I'm not Rachel. My name's Steph. Steph Haydock, head of French.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Steph. I thought you were a little too young to be head teacher.
Oh!
Can you take me to your leader?
My pleasure. Macca. It's a bit like Sir Paul McCartney, isn't it? Macca.
I ain't cleaning this lot up.
I don't expect you to. Right, Janice. Can you identify the culprits, please?
It was all of them.
Yes, but let's have some names. You're supposed to be a supervisor.
Told you this breakfast club idea were no good.
Alex, you are such a bad person. I'll call you right back. No worries, I'll clean up.
Miss, can I come get changed?
Yes, you can, of course. And it wasn't your fault, Janice. It's not her fault, it is your fault. How could you leave Janice in charge?
Well, there's something I had to do. This thing hasn't stopped ringing all morning.
By all means, delegate, but you've got to stay on top of things, Melissa. Adequate supervision at all times.
I'm really sorry, Rachel. I promise it won't happen again.
What was it that was so important that made you abandon Janice to the mob? I'm not sure I buy that phone excuse. Every time I call you, it's switched off. Well, I'll go and find you some volunteers.
So we've got a definition. A generalisation is a broad idea about a group of people or things. So, how do we arrive at these generalisations? Carla?
Miss, it's like my aspergers. People assume that I'm going to be difficult. Just because they met one person who might be doesn't mean we all are.
Yes, that's excellent.
Yeah, and they say redheads have got a bad temper.
They have.
Shut it, you!
Okay, let's take a look at some of the vocabulary used when stereotyping.
Our little injunction, do's and don'ts, and a list of troublemakers and malcontents.
They'll all get a clean slate with me.
There's a lad on there, Earl Kelly. Keep your eye on him. Trouble. Miss Shackleton, sorry for interrupting. This is Mr. Lacey.
Marker.
Hello.
Davina's on a graduate training course. I hope you don't mind if she shadows you for the rest of the day.
Or longer even, if you don't mind.
No problem with me.
Great, well, I'll leave you to it then.
Thanks. I've been following this lesson outline. I can keep going if you want.
Stereotypes? Nah, it's fine. They're paying me to teach. I never take money for nothing. Kia ora, Year 11. I'm Mark Lacey. I'm from New Zealand. Miss
Shackleton.
Miss Shackleton tells me you're doing stereotypes. Okay. Let's hear some of your first impressions of me.
Why, you got kryptonite round your neck?
Good morning, madam. Could I ask your business?
I'm Fleur Budgeon, Grantley's wife.
Oh, step right through. I'll just take you back. I'll just give you one of our visitors' badges.
Thanks.
Right, I'll ring Mr. Budgeon from the staff.
Oh, no, it's all right. I don't want him to know I'm here. I'm here to see Steph Haydock. We're organising a surprise birthday party for Grantley.
Oh, right. Right, I'll go and get Steph for you.
Thank you.
Maori have a very close kinship with our environment. We're what you'd refer to as tangata whenua.
A what?
Tangata whenua. It means people of the land.
What is he on about?
Michaela, there's no need to be rude.
I was only asking.
Ask away, Michaela. It's only through curiosity that we learn about each other. Come on, let's get a couple of you up on your feet. We're going to say hello to each other, Maori style. Let's clear these desks.
I thought we paid you to deliver extended services. You know what? There's something sexy about a woman in marigolds.
It's the rubber, admit it.
I heard you took a bit of a bollocking.
Do you think you're going to get one when she finds out about us?
No. At this rate, we're going to have to get you a full-time secretary.
I can do my own dictation. Hello, Melissa Ryan speaking. My hands are a bit full at the moment, I'm afraid.
The hongi, or the breath of life, signifies that you are no longer a visitor, but a tangata whenua. Come on in.
Go on then, get stuck in.
Stick your tongue in.
This is so gay, sir.
I can assure you there's nothing gay about the hongi.
So why have you got me rubbing him up?
That was very interesting. No, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but normally we have to report comments like that, you know?
Comments like what?
Well, the remarks some of the boys were making. Homophobic remarks. By not challenging them, it looks like you condone it.
Why didn't you challenge them?
I didn't think it was my place.
Exactly. And I saw fit to let it go. Wouldn't make it a difference if I challenged them or not. Homophobia, as you call it, is endemic in all human culture.
Well, it may be endemic where you come from. But we have a code of conduct in this school.
See, where I come from, you'd be guilty of the same thing you accuse those boys.
I'm sorry?
Prejudice.
I'm not prejudiced.
No? Where I come from, we have to report comments like the one you've just made. Where can I get a cup of tea around here?
You know, about you, Grantley.
Dave, I've known Fleur Budgeon for years. Look, what is going on between me and Grantley has got nothing to do with you. I'm sorry, but it hasn't.
I know that, Steph. Have a heart, man. The poor woman's organising a birthday party for the man.
Yes, I know she is, and I'm helping her with it.
Fleur? Hi, hello. Oh, thanks for seeing me, Steph. He's not around, is he?
No, don't worry about him. He'll be having a cup of tea with his racing paper in the staff room.
Hey, how'd it go?
He is so arrogant, and he hasn't got a clue what he's doing. You know, I was halfway through a lesson and the kids were really on task. And then he comes in and spends the rest of it talking about himself.
I take it this is the supply teacher you're talking about. Stole your thunder, did he?
Tom, it's not funny. He let the kids get away with making really offensive remarks. And then he accuses me of being prejudiced. I'm stuck with him for the rest of the day now. Hello? I'm here.
Yeah, I was listening.
How come you're reading that? You thinking of selling up?
No. Chloe and Dante are.
It's their house.
So what you saying? We just let the Kellys win?
Tom, it's not about winning. It's about what's right for the girls. Maybe me and you could buy it off them as soon as I qualify. We're going to have 2 good salaries coming in.
Are you serious?
Yeah, why not? Arrange evaluation. Nothing to lose.
Are you going to be okay?
I'm shadowing him, aren't I?
Yeah, but is that a good idea after everything that's happened?
I'm a student, remember? I do as I'm told.
Some schools I teach in, you never see the heads on the corridor. Well done you.
No, Macca. Now listen, we asked Davina, to stand in, to hold the fort just till you got here, but I was hoping that she'd be able to, well, sort of shadow you, I guess, just while you're with us.
I found it very interesting. She was giving a lecture on stereotypes when I arrived. Maybe she needs to be a pupil for a little longer.
What do you mean?
Racism is such an emotive word. I don't use it lightly. But I think Davina is guilty of subtle racism, hard to identify but just as pernicious.
Got away with it without him seeing me.
Aye, that you did, aye. Listen, Fleur, how long have you known Steph?
Oh, she's worked with Grantley for years. 10, I think.
Oh, so she's a good mate, like?
Oh, yeah, she's been round ours loads of times.
Oh, I bet she has. Listen, Fleur, if I was to tell you something about Steph, you'd see that I was doing it to I have absolutely no axe to grind. Do you know that?
I don't understand you.
Steph and Grantley. They're having an affair.
No.
It's true, Pet. They're lovers. They have been for some time.
Who told you this?
Well, I had my suspicions as soon as I came here, like, but Steph told me flat out. She admitted it.
Do you know, I knew there'd been something up with my Grantley.
I'm sorry, Fleur, but I just couldn't...
Bonjour. Je peux vous aider? Come on, we went through this last week. J'ai perdu mon sac à dos. Everybody just carry on with what you're doing. Fleur?
You've ruined my life. I've had you in my house. You've had your tea with us.
Fleur?
Don't touch me. I never want to see you again. You're welcome to the miserable old sod.
Fleur, I don't know what you're talking about. You're not making any sense.
Oh, come off it. Don't play daft. I've heard it from the security man who's seen it with his own eyes. You're having an affair with my Grantley.
Fleur?
You're nothing but a floozy.
Fleur, come back. There's been a mistake.
Mistake is what it is, as he's about to find out.
And what are you lot gawping at?
Davina, thanks for coming. Right, well, I think we need to, well, just clear the air a little, don't we? It seems that in the last lesson some things are said, and Macca is alleging that...
Not alleging. I don't want this to sound like we're in a court of law.
Sorry, Macca has informed me that you made several barbed comments about his background.
No, not at all. All I said was, in our culture, we don't stand for homophobia.
Maybe I can clear the air. Miss Shackleton felt that I should have challenged some remarks a few of the boys said. I'll hold my hands up to that. But as I explained, Homophobia, and I don't agree with it. It's part of not just my culture, but all human cultures.
Yes, that may be true, but in our school we have very strict anti-discrimination policies.
Thanks to Miss Shackleton, I'm now aware of the situation. However, I did take great offence to the way she appeared to ridicule my culture, as if we were still living in the Dark Ages.
No, that is not what I was saying at all. I didn't...
Do you know what I think we have here? I think we have a very basic, simple misunderstanding.
Okay, look. I didn't mean to offend you. And if I have, then I am truly sorry, okay?
I have to vouch for Davina. I can't imagine she'd try and insult you. Great. Look, you two have both got a free period next, haven't you? Davina, why don't you take Macca to meet Melissa? She's in charge of our adult education. She's always on the lookout for a good teacher.
Sounds good.
Great. Have a good day together.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Davina, can I just quickly... If he had decided to push this, you could be in real trouble. Accusations of racism are not taken lightly.
Racism?
That's what he's claiming, if I hadn't have talked him round. Just be careful about what you say.
How the chimney sweepers cry, every blackening church apart.
I saw the estate agent out tomorrow. How much do you reckon we'll get?
Runs in blood.
Donny, I can't just turf him out, can I?
Most through midnight streets I hear, how the youthful harlots curse.
I reckon we're going to be able to afford one of them flash apartments on Deansgate.
And blights with plague the marriage hairs.
How could you, Grantley? You always did have a thing for bottled blondes.
No way!
What is wrong with you, woman?
Does 31 years of marriage mean nothing to you, Grantley?
Don't know what you're talking about.
I should have guessed there was something going on when you went and got that rug.
You're going mad.
Don't come a bit innocent with me, Grantley Budgeon. Everyone knows you've been having it off with Steph Haydock.
Do you find the low spec makes these a little sluggish? Personally, I'm not too keen on this operating system. You have a good setup here, Mel. Although, when I was in New Zealand, the school I taught at offered much more to its adult learners.
Let me guess, Macca's 3 favourite topics of conversation. Macca, Macca and Macca.
Well, be careful he doesn't hear you. He's already accused me of being racist. He said I insulted his culture.
I'll do more than insult him if he makes one more crack about my spec.
Look, will you listen to me? It's not true. It is not true. Look, do you want to know what I thought? I thought that it was you that was having the affair. But what do you think all this is about? I was just trying to make myself look younger for you.
So it's not true?
Of course it isn't.
Well, why did that security man say different?
Because he's a nosy sod who thinks he's a lot more on the ball than he actually is.
Yeah, really nosy.
Look at the pair of you. You had me almost believing you there.
Fleur, he got it wrong.
You might think I'm daft, Grantley Budgeon, but I'm not. I think you could have done a lot better.
Hupane! Kupane! Hupane! Kupane! Fittitera! Kupane! Hupane! Kupane! Fittitera! Tomate is a haka and it's over 200 years old. It means the celebration of life over death.
Sir, we're supposed to be doing the Weimar Republic in Nazi Germany.
Please don't interrupt. That's very rude.
I'm not being rude, I'm just stating a fact. The Maori culture is not on the history GCSE syllabus.
Well, that's your loss. Today we're going to be learning a little about my heritage.
But if it's not on the syllabus, then there's no point learning it.
You really are a very ill-mannered young lady.
Excuse me, Mr. Lacey. Carla doesn't mean to be rude.
Thank you, Miss Shackleton. When I need your advice, I'll ask for it. Let me tell you something, young lady. If the Maori culture isn't on your syllabus, then to coin a phrase, it bloody well should be. And when I'm in charge, I'll tell you what is and isn't on the syllabus.
But it's not up to you what is or is not on the syllabus. It's up to the exam board.
Sit down.
It's all right, Carla. You are absolutely right.
Miss Shackleton, sit down. I haven't finished with this girl.
But you can't...
Now!
Can I have a word with you, Mr. Lacey? Outside, please. Carla has Asperger's. Do you even know what that is?
No. We've never heard of Asperger's syndrome where I come from. Care to enlighten me?
Look, I've been watching you all morning and you haven't taught these kids a thing.
Don't you dare tell me how to teach my classes.
Teach? You can't teach. But talk about yourself, oh yeah, you can do that.
I don't want you back in my lesson.
Well, that's not your decision.
Yes, it is. You're out.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Oh, come on, Grantley. She's soon going to realise I was telling her the truth, especially when Dave ends up in court for stalking me. Look, I know I've been a ditzy cow.
Even if I do get through, there is still the indignity of having my private life the subject of gossip and open ridicule. Would you like it? And now I'm meant to face that class again after such a humiliating spectacle.
Well, you face them wearing that.
All right, come on, quick as you like.
Anyone want to see Clarkson do one?
Give me the phone.
What phone?
I'm going to ask you once more, hand over the mobile phone.
Right, you lot, get your coursework files out. It'll be 2 minutes. Two minutes.
So? No way. You're gonna get done, Earl. Right, where? Earl's just walked out of Clarkson's.
Where are you going?
He's asked me to meet him.
He just snapped his fingers and you just run.
I know, it's dead weird, innit? I never really know where I am with him.
Excuse me. Like, that's a good thing.
Uh-oh.
Yes, you might well, uh-oh.
Look, Steph, call me old-fashioned, but I can't stand by and let a decent woman be cheated on by her husband.
Well, no thanks to you and your huffing size 12s. Everything's sorted.
What, you mean she's forgiven him, like?
Yep. And me. All out in the open.
So that's it? The end of the affair?
Yep. And just so you know, any chance you might have had with me is well and truly down the Swanee.
Well, if you're free...
I'm not free.
But you said...
Yes, I know what I said.
You're mental, you are. What's gonna happen when Clarkson gets in?
Don't know. Don't care.
You're gonna get thrown out.
I've not made so much throwing anybody out, so...
Well, don't you care about your education, exams and that? You're dead clever.
Yeah? A lot cleverer than most of the teachers in this place.
God, I love you.
I hope you do.
Do you love me?
Come on. I'll show you. I can't wait until tonight.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I'd like to make a formal complaint about the student teacher you settled me with.
Davina, what's happened now?
I've tried Rachel. I really have. But I've never met anyone so obstructive or unhelpful. I'm telling you, she's one knacky piece of work.
Kelly, open the door. Either that or I'll kick it off its hinges.
Thanks, Max, for citing that itch.
Cooler, now.
You are such a wimp and men are such cowards.
She's your sister, you tell her.
I will.
Do it sensitively, yeah. She's still a bit vulnerable.
Look at you, she's got you wrapped around her little finger.
No. So this is where you're hiding?
Yeah, me and Mel were just talking about the Davina situation.
Well, he's just made a formal complaint against her.
He is such a chancer. God, honestly, Rachel, just tell him to sling his hook.
What are you going to do?
I guess I'll speak with her. Oh, I just really don't need this right now.
Right, well, if you need any help, let me know. I better go.
Right. Thanks very much, Eddie. Is there something wrong with him?
Look, Rach, there's really no easy way of telling you this. Me and Eddie have been seeing each other for a week. Rachel, he is absolutely amazing. He's hardly been home in 2 days. You forget what that free son of a new relationship does for you.
So when did this...
Oh, my first day? You know what they say, sex is good therapy. And it's about time you got someone, big sis. It works wonders.
What's this I hear about your boys' training session at lunchtime?
Oh yeah, we've got a league match after school, so...
What about my girls?
Well, it's hardly in the same level, is it?
Meaning what exactly?
Girls' football, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it?
And what would you rather them do? Cheerleading?
I'm sure you've had worse ideas than that, Miss Qureshi.
Yeah, Davina, I need a word.
Rachel?
Yes.
It's Earl Kelly. I have just caught him with Maxine Barlow in the toilets.
Right. Okay, give me a sec and I'll...
Look, Rachel, this needs sorting now.
Right. I think we both know what was going on, Earl. It's a serious breach of school rules. Now, normally you'd spend 2 days in isolation away from Maxine Barlow.
What?
But instead, Mr. Clarkson and I are going to arrange a meeting with your mother to discuss your future. Can't stop you and Maxine associating outside the school gates, but in here it is a different matter. Right? Go on. Get on your way.
He hates me. And my family.
I don't hate anybody. The lad's unhinged. He needs sorting out.
Tom, I am aware of your home circumstances in relation to the Kellys.
Yeah?
Is it beginning to affect your dealings with his family?
No.
Well, it's just Davina and the supply teacher, and now this.
Why? What happened with Davina?
Nothing. You just both seem to be struggling at the moment.
Well, it's probably sleep deprivation. I mean, it hardly sets you up for the day, does it?
Well, that's what I'm worried about.
But we're dealing with it. I'm right about Earl Kelly, Rachel. We haven't seen a half of what he's capable of.
What's gone on now?
Nothing for you to stick your fat whore into.
That old Kelly's a cheeky flaming article.
Oh, you're telling me?
Is Maxine in trouble?
No, Rachel's let him off with a slap wrist.
Let them off with what?
You'll have to ask Maxine, Steph. I mean, I'm not Clark Kent, I can't see through toilet doors.
What's happened?
I caught them in the loo, together.
Right, that's it. I want to see that mother of his.
Believe me, you don't want to do that.
Tom, I am not having Maxine hooking up with another dead leg. No way.
Wait up.
A formal complaint. It's me who should be complaining. You know he's not actually teaching them anything. I mean, he shouted at Carla. He even shouted at me.
Davina, I've tried my best to avoid this. I have to follow a procedure.
So what? Do I need to get my union involved?
It'd be an idea to speak with them, yes. No doubt Grantley will advise you on your position.
Why am I getting the blame?
No one's getting the blame.
Well, it sounds like it.
It is just a procedure, and it's one that I'm hoping we can solve with mediation.
Obviously, we'll have to pull you out of Macca's classes. Sit with me next lesson.
Yeah, just move me. Don't tackle the real issue.
Davina, there is no issue. He's a supply teacher.
Pretty obvious who's going to be believed then.
Come on, Davina.
I'll have a word.
Eddie, I just wanted to let you know that I know about Melissa and you. I don't know if congratulations is the word, but, yeah, congratulations.
Thanks. It's early days.
Well, as long as it doesn't affect your professional responsibilities.
Grantley. You know if another teacher makes an accusation towards you?
Oh, is this about you giving our Antipodean supply teacher a hard time? Oh, hello, I'm not actually a teacher yet, but I'll tell you how to do your job. Oh, and by the way, your country's 20 years behind the times. I'll give you a word of warning. Be careful what you say to people. It has a way of coming back and biting you on the backside.
You okay?
No, it's made of
Right, I'm ready. Bulletproof vest, the lot.
Don't ask. We'll talk when I get back.
Hello, Mr. Patrick, it's Rachel. Yeah, Rachel Mason. Hello. I'm fine, thank you. Yeah. Well, I was just ringing to see if it's possible for us to meet up and discuss the options open to me. Well, any time, really. Any time would be fine. Tonight? Yes, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, great. Well, if that's all right with you, I'll meet you here later. Okay. Yes, thank you very much. Bye.
Aren't we playing outside today, miss? No. Mr. Cleaver's booked a pitch for his boys' team.
That's well out of order.
Well, unfortunately, not everyone's keen on girls' football.
That's dead sexist, that is, miss.
Yeah. Exactly, Janice. And do you know what he suggested? That we get rid of the girls' football team and, wait for it, form a cheerleading squad.
What? Us cheerleaders? Let him bring it on. That'd be mint.
Please, Maxine.
Hey, but everyone knows that the cheerleader gets the fit blow.
Yeah, never mind the sexy gear.
Hey, if I was fancy to go them pom-poms, give us a W-A-T-E-R-L-O-O. What do you get? Waterloo Road. Woo, woo, woo.
You here for the valuation? I'm Tom Clarkson. After you. Good luck.
You from the social?
No, I'm Steph Haydock. Teach at Waterloo Road. I'm Maxine's guardian. Can I come in?
Have you got ID?
Will a bank card do?
It was a joke. I know who you are. Still not coming in?
Right then, I'll get straight to the point. Maxine is leading me a merry dance at the minute.
Yeah, she's a character. Took a boot to the wall to shut herself an oil up last night. Listen, if you're here to have a go at me for letting on sleep together, you're wasting your time.
How long have you lived here?
2 years.
Well, I don't actually own it. It's my ex-girlfriend's house. Well, it's now owned by her 2 girls. I'm just living here with me new partner.
Good neighbours?
Yeah, they're okay. Well, they've got kids, but...
We've had quite a few clients in this street in the last month. They're not selling. That'll put any buyer off.
Look, I'm appealing to you as a mother. They've been caught in the toilets together at school.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you've never had your arse up against a bog door.
Do you know, I'm sorry, I thought that we could have a reasonable conversation. Oh, and by the way, Tom's thinking of selling. I might have been interested, but now I know he's living next door to the town dump. I don't think I'll bother.
6 months ago, I'd have said you'd be looking at 200 grand. Well, now, you're going to have to compete with the rest of the street.
Well, now I know why you call her the neighbour from hell.
What? With a scabby cow, Maxine. Doing it in them toilets. Can't anything.
Earl reckons Bolton Smiley fancies you.
We're not all pedos.
So you don't think he's fit?
It's not to make you paid, man.
Let me guess. Mr. Lacey.
All I need is one more accusation against me and I'm looking for a new job.
No way.
There's no coming back once you've been branded a racist.
It's not going to come to that.
Can't we do something else? This is really boring me. Might as well go home.
Okay, everyone. Who can tell me the capital of New Zealand?
Wellington.
Oh. Oh. Do me a favour. Nip to the library and get me a book on 20th century European history.
Me?
Yes. Take your time. Something with lots of facts.
Miss? Everyone's been saying you've been calling that New Zealand teacher.
What are you on about?
You know, being dead racist and that.
And who's been saying this?
Don't know. I think it's dead tight though. And if she was racist to me, I'd have her sacked.
Yeah, too right.
You think you're so much better than me and my family, don't you?
Why are you out of your class?
And this from a guy who moved some blonde slapper in just a couple of months after his girlfriend gets sliced. Oh yeah, I've had all the juicy gossip. I won't mind a piece of that Davina myself. Dying to have a pop at me, aren't you?
You're making the biggest mistake of your life, son.
Dad, where have you been all my life? Is it true what they say about Davina? She likes them young. You see? You're just like me.
Get out.
Oh, don't worry, Tom. It's just stay between.
I said, get out!
Don't you think things are so much better when they're out in the open?
And I was like, mate, if you don't move up, girls, you can go and take a break if you want. So this guy, right, he's standing on the floor. But I tell you what, girls in Glasgow, mate. Oh!
You could have let the whole class out by now.
What are you doing out of class, lad?
That new teacher let me out to go library.
Oh, did he now? Library's that way.
Ah, so it is.
Follow me.
Personally, I'm a bit of an Arsenal fan. Come on.
Found this lot wandering around the corridors. Can I have a word outside? Quiet! The lad, Earl Kelly. You remember? The one I said not to let out your sight.
Yes, sure. That's him?
Why did you choose him to go to the library?
Luck of the draw, I guess, Eddie.
And the others?
I like to give my students a bit of freedom.
Okay. Well, we've got a bit of a health and safety issue here, haven't we, Macca?
Point taken. Eddie, I'll lasso them to the chairs. No worries.
Rachel, I'm resigning as head of pastoral care.
What? What's going on?
The Kellys. Look, I can't be head of pastoral care while they're still here.
Oh, come on, Tom. I know I have my concerns about you and the Kellys, but never about your ability to do the job.
Well, you don't need to concern yourself anymore.
Wait a minute. Well, tell me what's happened.
I almost hit Earl.
Rachel, I think Davina was right.
Can you just wait?
I'm not sure I'm going to be able to stop myself next time. In fact, I know that I won't. He came into the office goading me up. I was that close to putting him through a window.
Earl Kelly?
Yeah.
When?
Half an hour ago. I put it down in writing straight away in case I changed my mind.
Okay, Tom, you need to think about this when you've calmed down.
This isn't up for debate, Rachel. I'm resigning.
Come on, Tom, please. Great. That's all we need.
Macca is responsible for this.
Excuse me?
He let Earl wander around the school when I specifically told him to keep him in lessons.
Davina, can you come with me for a minute? Come on. Mr. Lacey.
They were just having a chat. They've worked pretty well.
Right. You're getting an easy time of it, huh? You can sit and chat at lunch and break times. So idleness is not an option in year 12, is it? Miss Shackleton.
Thank you, Miss Mason.
Can I have a word with you and can you bring your stuff?
So, has everyone got a copy of the textbook? We're going to be discussing medieval Britain. Turn to page 40. Scotland in the Middle Ages. Section B, the War of Independence. Does anyone have any questions?
You know, today I was reminded of just how important every single lesson is. And know the difference a conscientious teacher can make?
That's why we came into the profession.
Yeah. I don't think you were making much of a difference today, were you, Mecca?
Think I gave him something different?
Yeah. Well, thanks to Davina, those kids are going to be going home with a hell of a lot more than they would have done if you'd let them sit and chat all day. You can register your hours in the office. Oh, and as for your formal complaint, if you decide to pursue it, you should know that I'm going to be backing Davina the whole way. She cares about children. Don't know what you care about. It's certainly not our kids.
Your kids? You talk about them like they're little angels. Half of them are a bunch of whining little bullies, and the other half don't even have the brains they were born with. No worries. I wouldn't come back here if you begged me.
Sorry, have you been waiting long?
No. You okay?
Yeah. Well, I've had better days. No, I'm fine. What say we ditch these two out on the lash, eh?
Thanks.
What haven't you two got a flat to buy? We're buying you out. The house is worth about 150 grand, so you should have a fair whack to put down as a deposit, if that's what you want.
So, when can this happen?
Soon as.
Right, well, come on, babe. We're gonna hit the town. Cheers.
Davina, look, as you might have guessed, Michael Lacey is not coming back.
You were dead right, Davina. He's a lazy waste of space.
I told her. I said not to stand any messing from him, didn't I?
And if it weren't for his incompetence, you'd never have had that conflict with Earl Kelly.
Yeah, so we've got a proposition for you.
Yeah, we understand how hard it is for you to separate home and school at the moment. So, as from today, I'll be handling everything to do with the Kellys. Let's see it as you avoiding a conflict of interest.
Thank you, I'll think about it.
Good. I'll see you later.
Have a good night.
It won't happen again. Sorry.
You better make sure it doesn't, young lady. I think you should come home with me after this.
Can we go out for some tea? I'm starving.
Go on.
All right.
You better come and take a look at this.
Wow, I'm just gonna. Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. Waterloo Road. Ready? Okay. Give me a W. A. D. E. R. L. O. O. What do you get? Waterloo.
I couldn't stop him ever since I mentioned it. What are we going to do with girls today?
All right, boys, football.
He's the fittest teacher I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, Val, what do you think?
It's all right.
Do you not think it's a bit sexy?
A bit short, isn't it?
Text me later.
I will.
What the?
I thought you might want these. They probably mean more to you than I did.
Now, come on, love. Let's be reasonable.
No, that's it, Grantley. You needn't bother coming back to the house.
Fleur, this is ludicrous. What are you doing?
Your best shirt and tie's there if you want to impress her. It's over, Grantley. I just hope she's worth it.
Mr. Patrick.
Hi, hello.
Thank you so much for seeing me.
It's no trouble. And please, Benjamin.
Benjamin, okay.
Shall we, go
do you know, why don't we go somewhere a bit more private? Shall we?
Just when you think you've seen the back of us.
Benjamin, this is Melissa. She's my sister, and this is Eddie, my deputy.
Oh, my deputy? No flies on you. Where have you been hiding this from?
I'm sorry, I'm...
Actually, we were just heading off, weren't we?
Somewhere expensive, I hope. I heard that new place in town's really nice.
Right. See you tomorrow.
That is a woman in love.
Honestly, Maxine, She's like one of them women you'd find in the jungle, like she's been raised by wolves or something. I'm telling you, she's wild. That lad is trouble.
I've heard you. This is my final year. I'm not going to chuck it all away for a lad who's in year 11.
Good.
Steph, is it true you're shagging Mr. Budget?
Max, I might be desperate, but even I've got some standards.
So why is he on our doorstep?
Rachel, I'm not really sure what happened there, but...
I'm really sorry. I just don't want to explain things in front of them.
Yeah, this has to be strictly doctor-patient. There's no misunderstanding here.
Absolutely not, no.
Perhaps I should have arranged this at the surgery.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Look, why don't you call my secretary in the morning?
I will. I will.
Are you sure we should buy them out?
I'm not going to let the Kellys win. No way. If that means we're the last people on the street, then at least the traffic noise will be down.
Oh my God, what's that?
Not even he's capable of this.
Has he been saying that?
No, but he doesn't need to. He's throwing his life away while you're looking for yours in a bottle.
I beg your pardon.
Come on, Rose. I can get you help. There's lots of really good AA groups. You can't expect your kids to achieve anything if you're just sitting around drinking all day.
And who made you